This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
So Anthony Joshua, he said that he still wants to fight both Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, regardless of who wins and who loses the third fight between Fury and Wilder. But of course, his priority will always be whoever's going to be holding the WBC belt at the end of that third fight is going to be the one that he's going for. And of course, financially, Tyson Fury would be the more lucrative one, of course. Now, he said that even if he fought both Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder and beat them both, they would not be the biggest names on his resume. Now, when you look at his resume, Anthony Joshua has a fantastic resume. I think even his most hardcore haters can admit that Anthony Joshua, with the limited amount of fights that he's had so far, only 24 professional fights, has a very, very impressive resume. Of course, at the time when he was taking on some of these guys, they were undefeated, and a lot of people were not picking Anthony Joshua to win some of these fights, and I remember it quite clearly. But people look back now and go, oh, Dominic Breazeale is a bum. But yet, praise Deontay Wilder for beating Dominic Breazeale, even though Anthony Joshua did that in his 17th fight, and when Breazeale was undefeated, Wilder did it in his 42nd fight. There's a bit of a tip in the scales in that one. Charles Martin, of course. Joshua made Charles Martin look bad. That's all that is. Charles Martin is actually much better than what people give him credit for. Again, he was undefeated at the time. Dillian Whyte was also undefeated at the time. He's got a Wladimir Klitschko on his resume. Now, is Wladimir Klitschko a bigger name than Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder? At this point, you would have to say yes. Of course, if you're an extreme Wilder fan or an extreme Fury fan, you'll beg to differ, okay? But hey, it is what it is. This is the world of boxing fans. But in reality, Klitschko is the bigger name, much like Tyson Fury has Wladimir Klitschko on his resume. But Joshua, he also has the likes of Povetkin. He could well be a Hall of Famer at some point in that as well, plus a few others on his resume, Joseph Parker, for example, who again was also undefeated. But I think that if he fought Deontay Wilder, Wilder would probably be about 4th or 5th best name on his resume. In my opinion, with Tyson Fury, I think Tyson Fury would be his best win. If he was to fight Tyson Fury, beat Tyson Fury, I think Tyson Fury would be his best win. Basically because Tyson Fury has already beaten Wladimir Klitschko as well. Okay, so in my opinion, I think Tyson Fury would be the biggest name on Anthony Joshua's resume if he was to defeat Tyson Fury. Likewise, if Tyson Fury defeats Anthony Joshua, in my opinion, Anthony Joshua would be the best name on his resume, with Wladimir Klitschko in second place. But again, if you want to say Wladimir Klitschko is a better name than Joshua and Tyson Fury, that's fair play. Fair play, okay? I can't really argue with it too much. But I think that's what Anthony Joshua was alluding to. He hasn't come out and said, well, I think that Wladimir Klitschko is my best win. He hasn't said that. He's just saying that Fury and Wilder would not be the best names on his resume. I mean, it's up to you whether or not that you agree with that one. Personally, I think Tyson Fury would be the best name on his resume, for sure. Okay. Anyway, hopefully that fight happens. That's a fight that people want to see, especially right now, where mandatories are not really getting in the way for the WBC right now. Of course, we're still waiting for Dillian Whyte and Alexander Povetkin to get their rematch done on what looks like November the 21st. So hopefully Dillian Whyte comes through that one. But if Fury and Joshua want to get their fight done, they need to get a move on. They really do, because then mandatories are going to start getting in the way again. Okay. So either way, for me, that's the aim for both of them. If it's going to be for Undisputed, great. If it's not, hey, you know what? We're still going to watch it. As for Wilder, for me, he's only got a puncher's chance against Tyson Fury. In fact, Wilder's only got a puncher's chance against anybody, to be brutally honest with you. But a Joshua versus Wilder fight, would that be big news? It would only be big news if it was for Undisputed. With Wilder not holding the belt, that's not really a massive fight. It's a big fight, but it's not a massive fight anymore. But the fact Wilder, of course, has consistently ducked Anthony Joshua for the longest time. So a lot of that has lost a bit of luster, hasn't it? And especially with the way that he got embarrassed by Tyson Fury last time out as well. So do people really want to see that one? I think people will still like to see it, but probably not as much as once before. Anyway, drop your thoughts below about it. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all in the next video.